Good morning, good morning, good morning, Pari. Good morning, Jwalanji. Good to see you. How are you all doing? Just give me a second, please. Yes, Namrata. Good morning. Jwalanji, good to see you here. I'm just waiting for some more friends to join in and then I'll get started. Thank you for being here. Welcome, Siddharth. I'm feeling a bit guilty because I'm taking away from your precious 1 hour this Sunday. But this is the best time to catch most people because they're sitting with their free minds. And this is the time when they all want to learn a lot and know more, expand the capacity. So this is, this is my game. This is what I do. What I learn, what I've expanded in my capacity, I go and deliver. Let me quickly show you one video while our friends join in soon. This clip you would have seen when you were young, and this is a Doordarshan clip. So it'll take 3 minutes. Let me show it to you straight away.
हमें भी सुनाओ ना। तो सुनो फिर से। एक कचड़िया अनेक कचड़िया दाना चुगने बैठ गई थी। हाय राम, पर वहाँ व्याध ने एक जाल बिछाया था। व्याध कौन दीदी? व्याध चिड़िया पकड़ने वाला। फिर क्या हुआ दीदी? व्याध ने उन्हें पकड़ लिया, मार डाला। हिम्मत से अगर जुटे रहे तो छोटे हो पर मिले रहे तो बड़ा काम भी होवे भैया, बड़ा काम भी होवे भैया। 1 2 3। चतुर चिड़िया सयानी चिड़िया मिलजुल कर जाल लेकर भागी चिड़िया। दूर एक गांव के पास चिड़ियों के दोस्त चूहे रहते थे और उन्होंने चिड़ियों का जाल काट दिया। तो देखा फिर तुमने, अनेक फिर एक हो जाते हैं तो कैसा मजा आता है। दीदी मैं बताऊं? हो गए एक, बन गई ताकत, बन गई हिम्मत। दीदी अगर हम एक हो जाए तो बड़ा काम कर सकते हैं। हाँ हाँ क्यों नहीं, तो इस पेड़ की आम भी तोड़ सकते हैं। हाँ तोड़ सकते हैं, पर जुगत लगानी होगी।
So friends, the purpose of showing this video was to tell you that when I was young, this really energized me because it was all about the power of oneness. And the context of this video here is today to show you the power of your consistency with sending out emails. If you keep sending out your emails properly and adding value to people's lives, then you'll never be running short of business because your network will continue to grow. So some people will go away, some people will come, but your network will continue to grow exponentially. And when it grows exponentially, it brings you value. Let me quickly introduce myself. Let me tell you who I am. I am Mohit Agarwal. I'm an experiential ecotourism specialist. I'm the founder of Asian Adventures, which is a 26-year-old travel company, and it is the largest bird watching company of India. We are on a great mission to save elephant corridors, help small wildlife NGOs, save the ancient Himalayan shrines, and also free the Himalayas of plastic waste. So, sending out emails has been a lifeline for our company for the longest time. And we've been very consistent with it, and we've drawn results which are huge. During this lockdown period, when I was trying to assimilate all that I'd done, put everything together, I realized that one big capacity that we had built over a period of time was to do with sending out value emails that would render value, that would enrich people's lives with the knowledge that we have. So we started to put it together as a course, and we started to deliver it to people. And there, of course, the many absolutely fantastic options that were given to people as free classes, free dolouts, and which I'll continue to do. Because my idea is, I'm a follower of Chanakya. And Chanakya says very clearly, when you've gone past your bread and butter, your survival, then your job is to deliver to the world to make this a better place. So bread and butter is taken care of. Everything else that we're doing is only to go further to nurture this planet. And that is what the businesses are for. Businesses are not up for grabs. Businesses are for that intransactional nature, which is the dharma of any business. You need to deliver that which makes a difference to this planet. But what has happened is businesses become all about profits. Nothing wrong with profits. Profits will help us business grow, and businesses grow, and new businesses, innovations, and things like that will happen. But it's not, the business is not only me and myself. Business is what we put out to the world. And I find email as a huge tool today to reach out to those places. For example, if I was Durga Mata or I was Ravan and I could have 10 heads and I could have 20 hands, and I could reach out to those people, it would have been far more easy for me as a human being. But now, with the advent of technology, we can actually reach out to so many people. Earlier, people could do that. The yogis could do that. They, through their pran pratishtha, through their mechanism of energy transfer, they could be in different places at different times. But not every human being can do that. So the technology is coming here, and it's helping us a great deal to move forward. Let me quickly start with my slideshow, because this is going to be a short session. I don't want to make it long drawn. I want you to take something from me today, go home, implement it for the next week, and tell me how do you like it, and I'll take it to the next step. Okay. So here we go, friends. We have people joining in even now. That's fine. I'll continue. And whoever misses out anything, I am there. I am not going out anywhere. So this is so the company that I formed was called Natty Netta, It's called Natinator, and it does very specialized sort of things in technology, in the field of technology, to scale up businesses and to render value. So here is what I talked about. Let's go to the next one. The things that you have to keep in mind to build relationships, and what should they mean to you? You know, of course, finding what your clients need to be able, so that you can give it back to them the way they want it. And you know, you're not just giving out only what you want to. You know, you tweak the processes, you tweak your product, you understand their needs, and you become one with them, with their thoughts, and then you deliver what they need, which is a win-win situation for the product manufacturer, for you, and for the taker. Whether it's a product, whether it's a service, whether it's a thought, whether it's a value that you want to give out to your children, it's a relationship. You know, and then once you've done that, once you've mastered that art of giving what you know, is when your audience will begin to trust you and will know you as experts. You know, Osho would say, easy is right. So what he meant was easy is right, not like your life is going to be easy. What he meant was that anything to show results, it has to be easy, it has to be correct. And if it is not showing results, which means that there is some leakage there, there's some lacuna there, which you need to understand. So anything which is difficult, you go on practicing day after day after day after day, and you start getting grip of it. And it starts to become easy for you. You start to deep dive into the mechanism. And then slowly, steadily, it becomes your power. Once it becomes your power, then it starts to work for you. And if it starts to work for you, you can make it work for others too. Because now it's become easy. Okay. So this is how you got to do it. So email is not something that you will say, okay, I wanted a spoonful of Benadryl to get rid of my cough, and now I've had it, and I'm okay to go for a meeting. It doesn't work like that. It works like Chyawanprash. You need to have little bits every day to keep your immunity going. Immunity cannot be built in a day. So build your emailing system like that, so that whatever happens, you are sending out your emails, or your system is sending out your emails over a period of time. Exposing your brand. If you're a brand, or if you want to put your products out, this is the best platform to do so. And then you build client life cycle, or you build audience life cycle. You don't want to, every day you don't want to wake up and then dig a new pond to get some new fish or something. You know where to go. So you need to build those life cycles. Today's name of the game after COVID is that forget about spending too much resources on acquiring new clients. First, nurture what you've got and build that life cycle with them, build that relationship with them. So this is what you need to keep in mind when you're talking about email marketing. Email marketing is a tool. It's a simple, very, very simple tool. You go wrong with it, people will laugh at you who are close to you, or they will not trust you enough. And people who you're trying to woo will say, what the hell is he saying? So we got to be a little mindful with that. But that is our expertise as experts. So like I said, easy is right. Make that mantra your own mantra. What we need to do. So I'm getting on with work straight away. If you have your pen and paper, great. If you don't, I suggest I'll give you a minute. Put it in the chat if you want to take a minute off, and go and fetch your pen and paper, and I'm going to tell you what you need to do. You got to be an action taker. Whether you do it or not, you got to tell people about the power of emails. So get yourself a pen and paper and write down whatever I'm telling you. But if you just want to listen, that's fine. Understand, I'm not here to waste your time, and you shouldn't be wasting your time either with me, because it's your Sunday. You can go out, watch flowers, There's huge amount of flowers in the garden now. You can go watch birds, you can go have lassi puri or whatever else that you want to do. But don't waste your time here if you're just thinking that you're going to get some jnana and go away. It's a workshop. Okay, so so friends, let's start with with bricklaying. It's inch by inch. It's a very small, very easy, very productive, and very result-oriented methodology that has evolved over a period of time. And Oberlo, not just Oberlo, I mean, there are dime a dozen research companies which are saying that in all the platforms put together, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever strategies that you have today, online, digital, till date, email marketing is the most powerful method, and it gives you 42x return on your investment. So for every $1 that you spend, you get 42 back, and that's true. I'm telling you, the kind of growth that I've seen through email marketing is huge. It's just that we need to know how to harness it. So people are interested in learning more and taking in more all the time. That's fine. And you can be the giver. So it's like a lot of my gurus tell me, are you spending time on other people's hard work? Or are you making people spend time on your hard work? Are you working hard enough? Or have you put your things together? Or are you just going on spending time on Facebook and Instagram and all those places and wasting your time? So this is a time to create your own content. Okay, so the content that we got to create has to be of interest to them, so that they can use your content. Don't hold back. Give everything that you got, because anyway you're a pipeline. You're not a dabba. You're not a box. The box will get filled up, and anything which is at the lowest rung will start smelling, will start rotting. But if you're a pipeline, you'll always stay fresh. So let more keep coming to you, and you keep delivering more. So when you start to deliver your values, when you start to deliver what you know, you will start to learn more, because you've emptied yourself out. It's all about emptying yourself out. The moment you start emptying yourself out, universe will start pouring more towards you. This is how it works. So empty yourselves out, give your value out to those people who need your value, and with the energy that, thank you, Lord, you made me capable today, and I want to give this to the audience I have, the people who put bread on my table, those people who work towards my cause, and I want to energize them further for their own cause and for my cause. So they can use your content to their benefit. The value is much larger. So give them huge value, larger than they spend on your email. Okay, so for them to click that button should mean something, even if they park it on the side and say, hey, it's Mohit's email, I want to watch it, I want to see it, but I want to see it later. I don't have time to go through it. That's fine, no problem. They'll star your message. I don't know if you know about social currency. I know that there is music in the background here, friends, but it's some spiritual music in the neighborhood. And I can put the mic on if you like. Do you get any disturbance right now when I'm talking to you, or am I absolutely crystal clear? Can you just put it in the chat? So I know that I'm clear. Okay, I guess I'm clear. So, okay. So what we need to do is we need to understand what is social currency. Social currency is the money that you are putting into people's pockets. What happens with email marketing is people say, oh, it's so transactional, it's fantastic, I'll give my offer, I'll make sales, I'll give my I'll tell them how to come to my shop, or or I want to rope them in. This is not how you build it. You build it step by step. So what you need to do is you need to put that social currency into his pocket. You need to give him so much value that somewhere down the line, subconsciously, that person is indebted to you. Thank you very much, Mohit. You've come into my life. You've given me so much value. Into that space, you have to move that person into that space like a guru does to Shishya. And then when you're ready and when you want to make a sale, that person has no qualms about it. He just goes and says, no problem. I know I'm not ready to buy it yet, but let me get you a friend of mine to buy it from you. Or not just buy it, just to be associated with you. So only when you put so much social currency into the pocket, he has no problem spending that money, because that money is into is what you put in. So if the treasure is already there with him and it doesn't belong to him, he's okay. He will splurge, and you make him splurge for you. So you become the social currency provider, and they become your heroes. They're the ones who will feel that they're the sarthis of a rath, but actually they are the leading horses. They're running the race for you. Okay, so remember that that's the kind of value I'm talking about through value emails. I'm not talking about email marketing. Let's not confuse it, brothers. It's very important. Let's go to the next one. So, okay, so work. Let's start with work. What you need to do this week. I want all of you to make a promise to me that this is what you're going to do. So if you're going to make a promise to me, just write on your piece of paper, promise. Just say promise. It doesn't matter whether the promise is going to go. Once you've said promise, it's a promise that you're going to make. And forget about who that promise will benefit or does not benefit. You just write promise. Okay? That you are capable of promising this to yourself and to the energy that you're driving from here. Okay, so here what you do. You first get your data in order. Okay. If those people who have no clarity about data, they say, let's go, that guy's selling data online, or he's selling 50,000 contacts, or can you give me your 350 contacts, or can you give me your 500 contacts? They won't work for you. Somebody trying to sell data to you, tell him to get out of the door. Tell him, don't come to me. Because your data is your energy-driven data. Please understand that. These things are physical in nature. You may not be able to eat it, you may not be able to touch it, you may not be able to put it in your pocket, but your email data is something that belongs to somebody you know. There are only two things which cannot be replicated, which cannot be copied on this planet. One is your passport, and the second one is an email ID. No two email IDs can be the same. Okay, so go to your accountant. Write this down. Go to your accountant. Tell him, I want last 5 years data with names, telephone numbers, and emails sorted. I want it in an Excel sheet. Okay, so you get that data out. If it's not enough, if you don't have 50 contacts or more, doesn't matter. You pick up your phone book, you pick up your Gmail, and you sift through it. I don't want you to do too much. Just get 50 people. Just get 50 contacts. How difficult it is? It's not difficult. Get your neighbors, get your people, send out value to them. It doesn't matter if it's not business. It doesn't matter. Because your neighbor should know what you do. For example, my wife lives very close to Jwalan's house, in the adjacent building. But I'm sure Jwalan doesn't know that, and my wife doesn't know that. If she gets to know from that Jwalan is there and this is what he does, then she will drive so much value in terms of meditation from him. He's a spiritual being. So he's going to bring all that information across to the building walas and the colony walas and all the people in no time. right? So people need to know. So your social circle needs to know, your friends need to know, your cousins need to know, your bua needs to know, your far-flung associates need to know. What do you do? Like, I'm an experiential ecotourism specialist, but I'm also the owner of Natty Netta, and I need my wildlifers to know. I need those photographers to know. So go to Tally, pick up your data, go to your phone books, pick up your data, go to Gmail and pick up your data, and don't overburden yourselves. Do only 50 contacts. Put their name in an Excel file, their city, the telephone number, and your email address. That's all. I need the city. I need the location. If your work or your network is all in one place, in one city, then put the location. Greater Kailash, Defense Colony, Vasan Vihar, or wherever. I need the location, because the location is going to work for you, what I'm going to teach you in times to come. So use that. Then what you need to do is, you need to sift through that data. It's 50 contacts, and tag them. So you tag each name product wise. For example, if I have a product like bird watching, then I want to say, oh, this guy, the bird watcher. So I'll put BW, right? So short tags, BW. If he's a hiker, then I'll just put him, Himalaya, HIM. If he's a meditator and I want to take him for Shiva walks, then I'll put SW. So product wise, tag your list. And if they're family, then write family, FAM. If it's if they are your associates from your company or wherever you work, then you can tag them like that. If they're school friends, then put SCH school, you know. So put those people down in an Excel, right? And then frequency. How frequently are you contacting them, or they are in touch with you? So put F1, F2, F3, or whatever terminology you want to put. You're most welcome to put. Don't make too many, and don't put very long drawn ones, because we always get carried away with too many tags. The idea of tagging is to not to send wrong things to wrong people, to send right things to the right people, to send the right values to the right people. Even if it's one person in your list, doesn't matter. Okay, because that's your manifestation. That will multiply. It will bring more people to those tags as you go along. And your relationship with them. So your relationship, is it is a person a collaborator, or is he an influencer, or is he your referral partner, or is he just somebody who comes in and associate once in a while? So like that, you can put 3 tags, but you're most welcome to create your own tags also. This is something from the business point of view. Business means paisa. So people are here in the morning because they feel ki kuch paisa mil jayega. Most people, I'm not saying that everyone, but most people are here for that. So I'm talking in that language, but it's got a lot more power, hidden power to it than just business and paisa. But go ahead and start with what is going to show you results. The metrics can be seen by you. And then once you got that, use your Gmail. I'm not asking you to go on to MailChimps of the world right now, because that's technology. That's going to, you need some training there. Easy, but you need training there. So I'm not asking you to go there. I'm just saying, put your fingers into it, dirty your hands right now, and let's do some testing and trying. So use your Gmail and put all those 50 contacts or 30 contacts or whatever tags that you've created into BCC of your Gmail, and put one person's name on top, or put your friend's name or your own name, and drop that email, which I will give you right in the end. I'm going to tell you how that those templates will work. So I'll show them to you, and right in the end I'll give them to you as well. So you send out that email once a week. Don't spam the inbox. And if they're just 50 people, you can call them also. It says, look, brother, if my email has probably gone into your spam, just pull it out here and put it into your inbox and send me a hello note on the, in reply, so that I know that you've received it. So for small numbers, it works. When you have lakhs of contacts, it's not physically possible. We'll be talking about that in due course. If you can engage a team or a partner or a person, then I'll tell you, it'll become far more easy for you. You'll sleep well, because then your net will start working for you while you sleep. So that's what networking is. Your net will start working for you while you sleep. Okay. And then follow up. Whatever replies that you get, immediately, show some love, show some gratitude, call them up, or you say, okay, this is what I got from you. Let's talk further. Mishali, do you want to, so it's a request you to please come back with the last point of BCC. Yeah. So take all your contacts that you've gathered from your data, put them into BCC. Okay. And so that others can't see that you're sending out to, you're mass sending out, you're just sending out as one contact only to, to yourself, but they get your emails, right? So what happens is, when you put too many contacts in BCC, sometimes Google or somebody will send it into spam. So tell your friends, hey, look, if you've got that email, people who reply to you, no problem. But people who don't reply to you, you might just assume that it's gone into spam. So you call them and say, look, I sent you this, and can you pull it back into your primary inbox and say hi to me, so that I know that it's there, and then it'll always stay there. Yeah? So yes, Mishali, all in one BCC. Okay. So this is how it works. Okay, so I'm going to go further. If you've got any questions at this point of time, I can take questions. But if it's all clear, I should go further. Okay. So when I go further, I must tell you what happens. Just let's go through this slide in detail. Okay, let's not miss out any. You're spending your very precious time here with me. I want to make it worthwhile for you. I want to make sure that you take something back home so that you can implement it easily. What happens offline? Fatigue, you forget, you give up too soon. Aaj man nahi kar raha, so Namrata, BCC's limit is 99. As long 100 is the limit for any email. So 50 is okay, no problem with that. So what happens when you go offline? You fatigue sets in, you forget, you give up too soon. Then you say, perception of perception. I am thinking that what that guy will think if I do this. He's probably not even thinking anything. But you're just making something out of nothing, and you're saying, what will I think that he thinks that I am like this? So it's perception of perception. I mean, it's balderdash. He's not even thinking anything. And even if he is, let him come and tell you that. Let him come and tell you, hey, what the hell are you doing? Then you say, okay, am I just one person saying anything? He can have his own barriers too. So that is what happens when you go offline. Then Chota Admi, Bada Admi perception, which is my guru's, one of my gurus is Paritosh Pathak. So I've written PPP. So it says Paritosh Pathak ki Parikriya. So what he says is that sometimes we have so many barriers within ourselves. He says, oh, whatever, if he thinks like that about me, he'll trash me. He'll say, what the hell? Who is he? We are just making up these barriers in our heads because we feel that we are smaller and somebody else is larger. Or we say, oh, let's not put his contact. He's lower down in standards in front of me. So you live with all those things. And And these are huge blocks in our progress, because we ourselves have created all these things in our minds. So when you go online, all this breaks. So the reader processes the information. तुमने भेज दिया जो भी है. You sent anything. Amir, if I think other people can hear me, if others can hear me, then please type Y. Then I think, Amir, it's your problem with your net. But if nobody else can hear me, I'll have to reboot it. So can you just put Y if you can hear me? Yes, so that I know that I can continue with it. And Amir, you can relog yourself back in. Okay, good. Thank you. So the reader, when you send out your value letter, the reader processes it. How reader sees it, how the reader wants to look at the text. Maybe you put in an image. Let the reader process it. Let him make the judgment whether he wants to be there or not. But your job is to do your karam. Apna karam karo, phal ki chinta mat karo. This nature has ordained it in such a way that you can only do actions. Humans are not capable of producing any result. You and I want to create results. We can only take action. We can only take baby steps. Nobody can ever create results on this planet, because nature has not given us that capacity. So what happens is, when we set the conditions right, when we start to do things, then nature does something and puts it in front of us as a result. Okay, but we can only do actions. So you go ahead and do that action, and let your email marketing take the value to your people. Okay, so you put logic to it, you put sensitivity to it, you put your emotion to it, and you say go. Like you'd sail the boat on a rainy day in a puddle. You say go, no problem. It drowns, no problem. It reaches the other end, no problem. Go ahead. And the system reminds you. The online systems remind you when to send what, so you don't have to worry about forgetting. Then single click launches your rocket. So one click will send it out to 50 people, 100 people, 10 lakh people, 5 lakh people, 50 people, or whoever you got in your net. So all those people with a single click, correct? So the fatigue doesn't set in, and you don't have to give up. Oh, how many people I can get in touch with? You don't have to worry about that. And then emails do their job. You just do yours, like I've told you, and remain as simple as possible. I'm telling you, there is science and there is truth in minimalism. Minimalistic approach will help you experiment, will help you tweak, will help you make it better. It'll make you shine. Simplicity. The simpler you keep, less fonts, less trash, make it more meaningful, it'll work for you. Let's look at some sales statistics. So it says 48% of sales. Now this is from National Sales Executive Association. They've done a lot of research. I've been following them for a while now. 48% of sales people never follow up with the prospect. And then they say, Dhanda kharab hai. You know, the market is very poor. People don't have work. People don't do this. You know, we don't know what's going to happen. COVID has killed everything. The government policy has killed everything. And then there are 1 million reasons to blame somebody or the other because you haven't done your job properly. 25% of salespeople stop after 2 contacts. And the ego sets in after 2 or 3 contacts, you know. Oh, that guy thinks too much of himself. You know, but I don't think he's interested. I've called him twice already. You know, he doesn't even care. He doesn't even call back. He thinks too much of himself. And I don't want to deal with such people. So you just, you know, somebody who's been busy for his own cause. And who are you? You know, you haven't done anything. You haven't put any social currency into anybody's pocket, and you're expecting him to revert to you for what? Because you think you're the king? No. You still have to nurture that relationship. Right? And then we won't give up that soon. So only 10% of salespeople may make it more than 3 contacts, may make more than 3 contacts. So this is where email marketing comes in. So there's a rule which is again by National Sales Executive Association called 5-11-16-21. And I'll tell you, I have opened up emails which I have kept in my inbox, but I've never opened those because I know they're full of values, but I don't have the time to do it. And on the 100th email, I've opened it and I've finally connected with that man over 3 years. But 3 years, he kept sending me his things because the system is sending it, right? So don't give up. So what you do is you do 2% of the sales are made on the first contact, 3% are made on second, 5% are made on third, 10% on fourth, and 80% of the sales are made 5th to 12th contact, and sometimes even more. So if the person is in a net, let your emails do the job. For you, it's just a single click. Why are you getting all emotional about it? Your job is only to render value. Go ahead and give value. Understand their pain points. Relieve them of the pain. Give them some Crocin, give them some paracetamol, and get their fever off. You know, let's be the healers in our businesses, in our relationships. So what we're going to do is we're going to have 3 emails. I'm giving you tips on 3 emails which you need to do this week. So go back to the first thing that you wrote on your page, which started with P. What was that thing called? Can somebody type it down in the chat? It started with P. The first thing that you wrote on your page this morning. It's called promise. Promise, right? So you promise that you will send out 3 emails this week. You can divide your contacts into 3 people, no problem with that. 3 sets, no problem. So welcome email, give them a promise. Give them a promise that I will not bother you with trash. I'm not only up for grabs. I'm not only trying to sell you. I want to bring you my values, which is what brings me to this stage in life to do this business and to sell these products. And I have the mastery over these things, which I want to render to you. But if you come back to me and you say that, look, this was useful for me, but you've missed that out. This is what I want from you. So you make him into a hero. So you say, you give a promise. Then you say, your audience will wait to hear from you, but all the good things. They will know that you're around. You didn't disappear into thin air because COVID happened. You're still around. You're robust. Like I tell myself, you know, I am that people tree. I am that fig tree which is standing, who's deep-rooted, hugely deep-rooted. And I'm not going anywhere, right? Even if you cut me, it'll take you a lifetime to cut me out. Whether it's a sunshine or it's rainy day, or I've got fruit or I'm devoid of leaves, I am there. I'm giving you everything that I've got. I'm not good. So you be solid, you be firm, and you be a tree that whatever happens, even if there's a storm coming in, you're not moving, you're not budging, you're that strong. So give them that promise and then stick with that promise. Don't make false promises. And then you build your story. Don't give a false story. Give a story of your struggles, like how I told you that how I started to do my email marketing in 2013 after I was so down and under with my business because of a bad partnership that I had to bring my business back, but I didn't have enough money to go in for other kinds of marketing. So I started to go deep into email marketing and I started to nurture my clients, my networks. And today I have a huge network of people I connect with. And then slowly, steadily, because I was there, whenever they needed something, they came back to me. So they may know that so and so is such a great guy. He knows everything, but he's not on the radar because he's not there. So when they want to buy or they want to reach out to somebody, they'll reach out to the closest person who's available. Because you're not seen, you're not there. So I made sure that I was there on their radar all the time. So every time they needed anything which is to do with something to do with me, they would reach out to me and say, yes, this is where I go, I will give it to you, no problem. So I brought my business back on track with email marketing. Right? So your story is important. Let them know about your story. And then send them an email. What's the latest and what's the greatest? Okay. Tell them about your new product. Okay. Or tell them about a new product which your competitor has floated. No problem with that. Don't worry too much about, oh, you lose out the competition, he'll always go away and whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay, maybe a lot of you may not agree with that. So, but you don't have to talk about that. You can talk about something that is latest and greatest for them, which they might be oblivious to, or they may think, oh, fantastic. Yeah, I knew about it, but I've forgotten. Thank you, Mohit. Thank you for reminding me. Maybe there's a rose festival going on in Lodi Garden. And your client wants to say, hey, I'm doing a walk to Lodi Garden on Sunday for roses. But if you're a bird watcher, come along for a while, for a bit. Let's look at some of those roses. And then you go ahead, bird watch. And I'm going to go grab a pizza with my kids in India Habitat Center. So make it as informal as possible or make it formal depending on what you want to do. But just stay in touch with them. Tell them what you're doing. They just want to listen to your story. Okay. So 3 emails must go out. If you have any doubt, WhatsApp me or email. I'll tell you whether you're on the right track or not. No problem with that. I may not be 100% correct, but at least I can try. Then, like when I said, story, very important. So go back to your roots. Show people how you started. Remember to keep your email easy to read. Don't put in because you're such a great writer or you have learned 10 new words and you want to put in that jargon there. Don't make such mistakes. Write your regular language, how you talk. Okay. And it's okay. No problem, because people want to see the authenticity. Authenticity is the only vehicle that carries your energy, your originality. Moment you fake it, your energy will not be carried. And people who are energy sensitive will trash your email. Say, this guy's fibbing. So avoid overloading it with too many words and keep it plain that won't distract your audience. You can include a photo or a video, but not more. Or your company goals also. What mission are you on? What is it that you want to achieve? They will only get hooked to your story. Okay. So you remember Chanda Mama? So whenever I open Chanda Mama, I Bikram and Betal, I can't forget their stories. They used to scare me and I used to love them. So those stories, nobody forgets stories and nobody forgets a storyteller. But they may forget the context, they may forget your product, they may forget your other things that you did, some photos maybe, but they won't forget your story. Nobody forgets stories. So send your story within 350 words, make it as crisp as possible. And the person might say, hey, I want to know more about your story. I want to get connected. So keep these 4 things in mind. Use a catchy subject line. Okay. It's a full science in itself that I'm going to also deliver in my course, which is a 6-week course, which I'm going to float from 8th of April or maybe 15th of April for 6 weeks. It's 1 class a week. And I'll share that with you later. If you're interested, you can join in, and it's only 2,500 rupees for 6 classes. So I'm going to teach you all of that. How to use the catchy subject line, how to get that from the internet, how to use your communication using a common word, a power word, an uncommon word, an emotional word, and limited number of 4 to 5 words, so that people will open your email only when they see there is something in it for them. If there is nothing in it for them, they will not even open it, because now your inbox is getting, flooded. Not flooded is an understatement. It's just going beyond things, but people still want emails if they're meaningful. Okay. And use a headline that explains the context. So let's say if I don't have the time to read through your thing, but if I read the headline, it does the job. I know what you're talking about and I'm happy with it. Thank you very much. So give information of the value. Their email will help them with an issue or a problem in a given span of time. Remember metrics. You need to use metrics. Using X amount of resources and eliminating their worry or their, where they had to put their skin into the game. No, they are free. They are only reading your email because they love it. They don't have to you can't put a noose around their neck. Okay, so be crisp. So this is what your headlines will do. Restrict words. Restrict your words to as small as possible. You remember there was one story telling session that I was doing, and there was this big time storyteller who was told that on a beer table that 10 of his friends told him, we'll all give you $10 if you come up with a story which is in a few words. He said, how about 6 words? He said, impossible. They all put $10 on the table. And he wrote a story with 6 words. And the story was, I'll just type it here for all of you to read. It's so heart-wrenching that you will say, what the hell? Oh, sorry. So let me just complete it. Give me a second. I don't want to say it because when you read it, it'll mean a lot more to you. So give me a second, please. Okay, let me write it in 3 lines. No problem with that. For sale, baby shoes never worn. So what does it tell you? It tells you all about that baby who just left this planet without even wearing those shoes. Yeah. So it's a very touching story. And that's all that he wrote in 6 words. So I'm saying, as you go along with your storytelling skills, you'll be able to notice that how crisp you can make it and what makes you unique. Address their problem by giving them a solution of which you're the master, not of anything else, of which you are the master. Jwalat is the master of Tibetan meditation. Namrata is the master of bringing you connected or getting you connected with your inner being. Mishali is the master of her job. Each one of us have mastery over something over a period of time. And yeah, Mishali, I'll give it to you. No problem. I can give it to you on WhatsApp as well. So success comes with consistency. Every coach will tell you there are 3 things you got to be careful of. You got to be doing all the time, which is 3 C's. One is character, competency, and consistency. So consistency is the point which you need to hold on to. If you're consistent, then people will know that you're a man of character, you're a person of character. And your competency will continue to increase because you're consistent. Whoever is there will get it. Whoever is not there will not get it. Simple. So consistency is the name of the game in email marketing. So nail down a schedule, Answer any reply that you get to those emails yourself or your best man in the team, but don't let it go unnoticed. And that's how you deepen your relationship. Okay. So 3 C's are character, competence, and consistency. So let's say, so character is what? Character is somebody who says, okay, I'm standing at the traffic signal and it's turned red, but nobody is there. And it's early morning, it's 5 o'clock. Nobody is watching me and there are no cameras. So I can just drive through, and or your character could be, but the rule is that I'm a good citizen and I need to abide by the rules. So I will stand. It doesn't matter, 2 minutes will not change my life. That's character. And character comes with consistency. That's something that you hone your skills. You talk to yourself. You go into your own being and say, what the hell are you doing? Are you going to do something in terms of your business or your life, which is less meaningful or more meaningful? Yeah. So consistently you go on questioning, right? And then you go on improving your skills. Let's say if I have a guy who knows everything, he's my guide, he's my best bird watching guide, but he's an alcoholic. When I have clients and the group is about to start in the morning, this guy's fast asleep and they've lost their best morning. They've spent hundreds and lakhs of rupees, pounds, dollars to come to India to watch birds with me, and my guide is sleeping. But there is a guy who's a watchman and he knows 50 birds. He says, no problem, sir. Don't worry about waking him up. He's not going to wake up. He's sozzled. So I will take them for an hour. In the meantime, you get ready and then you take them later. 50 birds I will show them. So who's my best man? Who's a man with character? The man who's there. Okay. So this is how your 3 C's will work with your email marketing. So this is, like I said, it's a 1 hour thing. So this is my contact and everything, but I'm going to share some files with you, friends. One is that there is Natty Netta homework, which please download this file and do some homework at home. You have made a promise to me and to yourselves. I am on a phone call and I'm also on WhatsApp, so you can reach out to me for anything that you need. No problem with that. I may not be able to pick up your call right there and then. If you want to schedule a call, that information is also there. And if you or your friends want to join my 6-week course, it just costs, it's like less than 400 rupees a class. It's hardly anything. And even if you do miss out any, you'll get the replay link. That's no problem. If you want to sign up, I've given you the link in the second file. Go ahead and sign up. And I promise you that I will teach you how to run your MailChimps. I will teach you how to create your value letters. There's a huge amount of value that you will get. Let me quickly read it out to you. In my course, you will be able to deliver your emails consistently. You will be able to retain and nurture old clients. You'll be able to add new subscribers. You'll be able to build credibility and authority. You'll know the industry needs. You will survey your clients and markets. You will generate leads at low cost. You will empower your team or a partner. You will influence your network without losing sleep and your freedom. And you will learn how to manage your database, grow your database, its effective usage, tagging and storage, creating value email content through templates, ideas, storytelling for the perfect fit clients, filling the gap by creating autoresponders, funnels, and pitch decks. And you will be able to master video making with ease, simple videos, because videos will be carried through your emails also. And use email software for automation, use methods to project your content for the growth of your subscribers and clients, and your energy system, and your manifestation will go through the roof. That is what I'm going to do for mere 2,500 rupees in 6 weeks, which is one class a week, which could last up to 2 hours. But if you're there, it worked for you. If you're not there, it won't work for you. That's how this entire thing works. The best marketing doesn't feel like marketing. And I will stop this slideshow. And if you've got any questions, I'm happy to answer. Go ahead and ask me anything. If people missed out the beginning, no problem. You'll get the replay link, my friends, and you can go ahead and ask me anything that you want. No problem. Thank you, Namrata. I'm glad you're on. All you need to do is just go to the link and then pay up, and then you're on board. And we're going to start. I'm going to take the call because either it's the 8th or the 15th of April, but I will take a call with a few of them, as we go along. So every Thursday we will be meeting in the morning, and whatever time, I think it'll be most likely it'll be from 7:30 to 8:30 or 7:30 to 9:30, because that's the best time to practice your energy powers. I mean, here it's 4 o'clock, but you can do your own meditation and other things and come to work by 7:30 is what I'm saying. Yes. And so friends, download that thing and do your homework. Reach out to me, let me know, and make a promise to yourselves and take the easy way out. Why do you want to just get saddled with huge amount of things? Just do easy things out. Okay. I hope this was useful for you. And if it was, give me 5 stars and I'd be the happiest person on this planet. Thank you. Thank you very much, friends. Thank you. I will share the recordings. You will get the recording on auto replay in your inbox today evening. Bye-bye. Namaste.